Good morning, everyone. Today's lesson is about simplifying radicals. Specifically, you will see square root problems with variables. Let me just show you this table first because I want you to remember these numbers. I'm talking about 4, 9, 16, 25 until 900. So these are the numbers that we will use to factor out the given numbers in radicals in order for us to simplify the given radicals. Okay, let's go to the first example. So let's focus our attention first on the number 28. We will exclude that number 1. So find the greatest perfect square factor of 28. All right, that is right, it's 4, right? So meaning we can express 28 as 4 times 7. 4 times 7 equals 28. Now, when it comes to the variables, we can just keep them. Anyway, those are divisible by 2, which is good. Our index here, by the way, is 2. Just so you know, there's no need for us to write that number 2 because every time we have a square root, the minimum number is 2. So I'm just going to put the number 2 there just to remind you that the index is 2. All right. So what is the square root of 4? It's 2. What is the square root of x squared? X squared, what we will do is just divide that 2 by the index 2. So 2 divided by 2 equals 1. That means it's x. Y raised to 8. What is the square root of y raised to 8? So what we will do, the shortcut is you divide 8 by 2. 8 divided by 2, that gives us 4. So this is y raised to 4. Meaning this is gone because those two are perfect square terms or coefficients. So what's left inside the radical is 7. There you go. That will be the answer for this example. Let's go to the second one. All right. 147. Is there a number here that is a factor of 147, the one that you see on the right side? Can you check it? Which one is the greatest perfect square factor of 147? All right, that is correct. It's 49. So which means we can express 147 as 49 times 3. Now, a raised to 3 and b raised to 9 are not divisible by 2, right? If we divide 3 by 2, there will be a remainder 1. So what I'm going to do here is I will do this. A squared times a. That will be the remainder. So I want my exponent to be even number so I can divide it by 2, right? Same way with that b raised to 9. So b raised to 8 times b. All right. Now I can simplify this. Square root of 49 is 7. Here you go. Square root of a squared, so you divide 2 by 2, that's 1, so that's a. It's gone now. B raised to 8, so 8 divided by 2 is 4, so b raised to 4. So I can cross that out. Now what's left inside that radical sign will be 3, a, and b. And this will be the simplified form of that radical. All right, let's go to the third example. Now here we have a coefficient outside of that radicand. So what we will do, just to give you an idea, is whatever the outcome is, or if we simplify that 125x raised to 5y raised to 8z, we will multiply the result to 2xy squared. So what I'm going to do first is I will write that 2xy squared. And then we need to find the highest or the greatest perfect square factor of 125. Let's do that. What is the highest perfect square factor of 125? Yep, it's so obvious, it's 25. So 25 times what equals 125? It's 25 times 5. Again, that's x raised to 5 is not even. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to express that as x raised to 4 times x. Also, with y, it's already an even number, so I'm going to keep that. And then the z is exponent of that is 1, of that is 1, so I'm just gonna put the z there. All right, so this is 2x y square, okay, times square root of 25 is 5, square root of x raised to 4, so you divide 4 by the index 2, that's square, so x square. The x stays there. Y raised to 8, you divide 8 by 2, so that's 4. So y raised to 4. And then inside the radical sign will be 5xz. There you go. And then we multiply 2 and 5, that gives us 10. We multiply x and x squared, that gives us x raised to 3. And finally, the y raised to 2 times y raised to 4, we add the exponent, so that's y raised to 6. Square root of 5xz. There you go. Let's go to the last example. Again, so this will be negative 3a raised to 4b, and then we need to factorize that 500. What is the highest perfect square factor of 500? The greatest perfect square factor of 500. What is that? Anyone? That's right. It's so obvious, right? It's 100. Okay? It's 100. So we can express the answer as, or that 500 is 100 times 5. A is just A, and then that B, I'm gonna factorize that. It will be B raised to 4 times B, because we want to factor out an even number from that, even exponent rather, from that B raised to 5. All right. Equals negative 3A raised to 4B. What is the square root of 100? It's 10. So, and then the B raised to 4, what is the square root of B raised to 4? So divide that 4 by 2, so that's going to be B squared. Square root of 5A, A, and B. So the final answer will be negative 3 times 10, which is negative 30. A raised to 4, and then B raised to 3. Square root of 5AB. And that will be the answer. Okay? So thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a nice day.